So, what was your first Funkos? Come back and I'll show you what started all this craziness and a recent pickup that's related to it. Be right back. Morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching. What was your first Funko that you bought? Mine, if I'm thinking right, was back in about 5 years ago. As a teenager going through college, there was a show on Comedy Central called Mystery Science Theater 3000. It started up in Minnesota on a cable access channel. And throughout the years, it went through Comedy Central, and then it was canceled. Then Sci-Fi Channel picked it up for a handful of years. And then it was canceled again, and then Netflix picked it up. And it was on Netflix for a couple of seasons, and now I think they're doing their own thing with their own streaming platform. Have not watched any of the newer stuff, but during the Netflix years, these two were released. One was released earlier than the other one, and the two that I bought at one time, and this was, I believe this purchase actually happened one day after a session of summer school was going on, and this is when we were, I don't remember what time of the year it was. It was sometime during, I think, probably early July maybe. But I picked these two up off the same buyer off of eBay. These were the Crow T Robot and the Tom Servo. And let me move this light a little bit here. From MST3K. Now, there's other... there's the back of it. Those are the only two characters that they made. There's also other ones they could have made. They could have made the Host. They could have made a Joe Hodson one. Mike Nelson one. Gypsy was the other robot that was on the Satellite of Love, which was the set of the show. And if anyone remembered the show, it was... They were watching older movies that were, well, pretty bad, and they were tearing them up in terms of heckling and so forth. It's a fun show to watch. There's a lot of it floating around on YouTube now. If you want to go out there and take a peek, if I can find one or two that I really like, I'll stick them up here and have you at least watch them, at least see a portion of them. But those two that I picked up. Okay. Now, before they started filming on Netflix or streaming via Netflix, they had a Kickstarter program. In the Kickstarter program, people would donate or pledge amount of money for their project, and of course, too, with that money, they would finance or do whatever they needed to do. Well, during that time, they released one if you paid a certain amount in terms of donations. They would give you one of these. Now, this is not the one in particular. I got this one a few years back too. They would give you a hybrid, and now this is I don't know where this came from. This says exclusive on it. It's one of those oddball stickers. This is a hybrid of both Crow and Tom. So I don't know if that was like an overseas thing or not after they made him or not. About a month ago, going through Macari, I don't know, and all of a sudden I looked and I went, oh, there it is. So this one right here, this is the exact same thing as what you just saw, but this one has a little sticker down on the bottom that says we brought back MST3K. And the thing about this one is, if I can open it up here easily, the figure is the same figure as what was in the box there. And I just realized this too. The bottom part has the stand. We brought back MST3K. But the thing about this box is there is a signed insert of only 2,900 of these that were signed. And Joel Hodgson was the creator of this show back in the late 80s. And you have a nice gizmonic foil sticker on that certificate of authenticity. But yeah, this is 818 of the 2,900 signed Joel Hodgson exclusives. And this was given to the people that pledged a certain amount. I don't remember the amount at the time. But found that at a very, very, very good price. And decided, you know what, let's do it. So that's my little pickup here lately, or here recently. I'm gonna throw a challenge out to anyone. If you have ever, what was your first pop, and if you still have it, tell me down below what it was. I would graciously like to know, because certain people have certain genres they like. Certain people like Star Wars. I have a bunch of Doctor Who behind me and some Star Wars. Not crazy, but I have almost all the Doctor Who's with the exception of a couple of very expensive ones and a couple of ones that I haven't crossed my plate yet to grab. So we're almost at 500 subscribers. We're 420 as of filming this, 427. So subscribe down below if you have not done so, and give the video a like. Tell me below what was your first Funko Pop, and if you still have it, I challenge you, make a video, talk about your first Funko Pop and why did you grab them. Mine, I love the show. So, all right. So, again, let me know what you think below. All right. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen.